The evaluator for Erik Van Buren is Robert Rohan. So,
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, and especially Erik back there, who came up here and gave his icebreaker for the second time. And just to let everyone know, Erik had a few speeches in his old manual, and because now we're on Pathways, he decided to start the Pathways series, being he didn't get that far in his regular, the old manuals, and got to Pathways, and that's why he is doing his icebreaker for the second time. I do remember your first one. I am your coach and helped you along with your first speech, and this time I asked you if you needed anything. Next thing I know, you emailed me back. Looks like I got everything, got Pathways, got the sheet printed out. You had everything ready. It was good to hear that. I knew you were confident and ready to go. I remember my first icebreaker speech, and a lot of us tend to come up here with an icebreaker thinking it's about us. And we're like, I was born in 19, blah, 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 I lived up. And, you know, it's just a little dry run of your life history, where you grew up, where you moved from, what you're doing, if you're married, where you like to go. But he brought something a little bit different, and he told his life through a dog's eyes, you know, of always having these dogs, and kind of brought his story about who Erik is because of his love for animals and his dogs. And I have to applaud. I like that angle that you took your icebreaker. It was something that was interesting. It grabbed me right away, and you know, it was a breath of fresh air. I liked how you, throughout your speech, related a lot of how you learned from a dog and how it helped you along your life. I think you had 6 different ways that you were learning of how the dog reacts, in the sense of if they went up to a stranger and growled, then you knew that was probably stranger danger, and if they liked that stranger, that you knew it was kind of safe. I asked you at the beginning if to look for anything. You said, look for my ums. Congratulations, not one I think you kind of replaced it a little bit with your so's, though. Little so's. So you kind of replaced one crutch, which was great, and used a couple so's. Not too bad. Nothing that was like so. And I noticed that you were watching your ums with, and then you really watched it. So that was great, but a little of the, I liked that you used your space. You used very little notes. And I think the one last thing I can look for is maybe when you gave us like maybe 6 ways, I think you could have brought that at the beginning, saying, I have 6 ways that I learned from my dogs growing up. Thank you.
If you like this video, please subscribe to Helmsman 770. Thank you.